We're real close, deep within, has no beginning, and it has no end. The greatest gift we could ever feel. To let it shine, you let it shine. It's a light in me.
When I pray, I feel my heart, my soul, my love go deeper and deeper still. So I invite you to join me in a moment of prayer. Just take a deep breath in and let it out. Breathe in, love is. Right out, breathe out, right here. Love is right here. In this moment now, allow my heart, my soul, my mind to go deeper and deeper still. As I carve out a place within my heart, within my mind, to feel the presence of the living energy that is all around me all the time, that flows through me with this breath I take. And I know that as I align myself with this breath, with this life, with this energy, it flows out to fill every cell of my being. And with each heartbeat, the essence of the divine flows and stirs and moves in every cell of my being. So I see myself immersed within the living waters. I see myself immersed within the healing presence, within love's presence. It's moving in and through me in this moment now. I am alive with the energy of life. I am alive with the energy of life. And I am thankful. I am thankful. I am thankful. And I say amen. And amen. Opening up is sweet surrender to the light of the one. I am opening up is sweet surrender to the light of the one. I am already. I am already. I am already. I am already. I am opening up His sweet surrender to the light of the one. I am opening up His sweet surrender to the light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up this sweet surrender to the light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I
In sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. Good morning.
Good morning.
The theme of today's daily word is love.
Ooh.
Pretty good theme, huh?
Yeah.
And we will, I'll open up with the affirmation. Please repeat it twice. I open my heart in love.
I open my heart in love.
I open my heart in love. I express the love I feel in my heart by showing my affection and giving nurturing attention. I speak loving, positive words that let those I care about know how much they mean to me. As my words affirm goodness, beauty, and intelligence, I watch those qualities bloom like flowers blessed by sunshine. I extend my arms and embrace my family and friends with the warmth and comfort of unconditional love. I support my loved ones with compassion and care on their journey through life. I share my wisdom as I teach, my experience as I advise, my understanding as I console. I pray for those I love, knowing that Christ within them is the light that guides them everywhere they go and everything they do. I am grateful for my role in my loved ones' lives. And from John 3:18, little children, let us love, not in word or speech, but in truth and action. And one more time, I open my heart in love. Thank you.
Deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, I go to the place where only God can go. Deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, I go to the place where only God can go. I should have built a world's crazy door. Where my inner in the silence, I can hear your voice telling me the truth. And deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, I go to the place where only God can go. Deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, I go to the place where only God can go. I sing something, can you sing it back? I can hear your voice. 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 Deep down in my heart. 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 In my inner room. In my inner room. In my inner room. In my inner room. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, I go to the place where only God can go. Deep Deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, I'm going to the place where only God, only God. Deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, I'm going to the place where only God, deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, going to the place where only God.
Awesome. Down in my soul. Right here.
I think you can prove it.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's good.
Thank you. Isn't she awesome?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Robert. Aren't they all awesome?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm trying to get lined up here. Everybody like our new bookshelf?
Yeah, that's awesome. No orange
Too low.
I would down sit right in front of it.
Glad there's no seats.
Over the next week or two, we're going to visualize candles
Creative.
coming.
Just being creative. Yeah.
Bet they didn't know. Bet you didn't know you were a pile of books. Read them all. Take it all in. Well, thank you all for being here today, awesome ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us online too. Thank you. Wow. We say namaste.
Namaste.
The light within me greets the light within you. Namaste. I invite you to turn to somebody close to you and say namaste. Namaste. Why don't we do our vision statement? So we can visualize a new world coming forth, because that's what the vision we got hold. A new world, new world coming forth. Together, aligned in peaceful oneness, we celebrate a joy-filled world, co-created in love, harmony, and abundance. Again, aligned in peaceful oneness, we celebrate a joy-filled world, co-created in love, harmony, and abundance. See it happening. See the ripple going out. Change in everything in the world. Everybody being able to see each other at their heart level and connecting heart to heart, soul to soul. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, let's see it happen. It is happening. It is amazing. It's an amazing way to be. Let's see it happen. Visualize it. See it. Well, there was this older elderly couple that was doing just that. And they were celebrating their 60th anniversary. Wow. Childhood sweethearts that had just moved back to their old neighborhood, holding hands as they walked to their old school. It wasn't locked. And so they entered in and they found the desk that they shared where Andy carved, "I love you, Sally." And on their way back home, a bag of money fell out of an armored car. Sally picked it up. And not sure what to do with it, she took it home, where she counted out the money. $50,000. And Andy says, "Well, we got to get it back." And Sally said, "Finders keepers." And then hid the money up in the attic. Well, the next day, 2 FBI agents walked through the neighborhood looking for that money, and they knocked on their door. "Pardon me, did either of you happen to find a bag that fell out of an armored truck yesterday?" "No," and he said, no. And or Sally said, no. And Andy said, "She's lying." She hid it up in a secret place up in the attic. And Sally laughed. Don't believe him, he's senile. Agents replied, tell us the story from the beginning. And then he said, well, yesterday, when Sally and I were walking home from school, the FBI agents turned to one and said, let's get out of here. Interesting idea, right? When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my mind go deeper. So I'm entering the inner room. Can you affirm that with me together? When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my mind go deeper as I enter in. Again. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my mind go deeper as I enter in. One more time. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my mind go deeper as I am entering in. You're going to be firm in that all week long, right?
Yes.
See peace and wonder rippling out into the world. So, what do you think it feels like to be in a secret place? And to be able to feel God's presence? As a child, did you have a secret place where you could go hide and feel safe? Maybe stash $50,000? A secret place you could be all by yourself, maybe in your bedroom, a closet, a tree house, a place in the attic. Think back. What did your secret place feel like? For me, it was hiding underneath the dining room china closet cabinet, where my parent, I would hide there when my parents were fighting, which was just about every night. Whenever I would, sometimes my older brother wouldn't be able to find me. You know, that bully boy, older brother. Or maybe just to feel and just to contemplate, not realizing I was feeling God's presence in that state of contemplation. When you were a child, did you have a special place that you could retreat to? When you could just rest in the wonder and delight of the moment, waiting with expectancy for what wondrous thing was going to happen? Do you remember what it was like? What would you say if Jesus knew of a place like that? Yeah. A place to go and to feel apart, yet totally connected. He said that's what we need to do, is to go into that special place where we could carve out a place so that we could go into that special place and snuggle up and become intimate with God. To know and to feel the one presence. Yeah, Jesus actually said that. He said, whenever you pray, go into your inner room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in the secret. And your Father who sees in the secret will reward you. Wow. Definitely sounds like a special place to me, where he could go and be by himself. And if you take these words literally, you might even think you were supposed to be doing it in some inner room of your house, or quietly praying to some God out there who listens when you are in your hidey closet, praying in secret. And although praying in the inner room, in that inner interior closet might be a good way to pray, at least when you're a child, because I certainly did that sometimes. Although if you looked at the closets now, you wouldn't think it would be such a good idea. The fact is that during Jesus' lifetime, the vast majority of homes were single-room structures, about half the size of the fellowship hall. And it would actually house up to 4 families who would stay each in a corner, and they would have a fireplace in the middle that would heat the house and cook the food. So it wasn't really possible to shut the door on others in your house. However, both Jesus and Paul compared the temple in Jerusalem with the human body. They compared it with the human body. Look it up in Luke 21. And at the center of the temple is this inner room, the Holy of Holies. This is where only the priest would get to go and visit, and it's where you could find the Ark of the Covenant. And the Jewish elders believed that they were able to connect and gain favor with God. So in this reading, Jesus is saying quite clearly, there is an inner room in you, which you can go and connect with the infinite. A secret place where you can communicate with the divine in your inner room. The inner room is a metaphor for going deeper into our heart, into our soul. Understanding this metaphor is a key to living fully. It really is. In this place of awareness, we can open up ourselves to receive the outpouring of divine energy of life. So when you pray, go into this inner room, shut the door, turn to your whole being towards the infinite. But then shutting the door, it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Because how many of us were told where to locate this door? We weren't even told where the inner room was. So how do we locate the door to shut it? Once again, shutting the door is a metaphor. A metaphor shutting off the ego mind and its focus on the external world and all of its problems. Ain't no problems going on out there. None at all. If you think that, what happens? So that we can turn our attention around and fully focus on the divine and be connected to the one presence in its ever-expanding realm of infinite possibilities. You all know that Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is not coming in things to be observed, nor will they say, here it is or there it is, for in fact, the kingdom of heaven is in the midst of you. Reminds me of Yoda. Yeah, reminds me of Yoda. In The Empire Strikes Back, he says, my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. Life breathes it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and it binds us together. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter, not the shingles. Luminous being are we. You must feel the force all around you, flowing through you, through me, the trees, the rocks, everywhere. Relationship between the land and the ship. And when we align ourselves with this breath of life, with the life force, we can begin to feel its presence all around us. You know, when I was first introduced to Unity's prayer process in the fall of 1987, I was just a couple weeks ago, right? It was the first time I was really able to enter into that inner room. It was truly amazing. Afterwards, it's all I wanted to experience, but I wasn't able to do it again until I went back for my second session of CEP classes at Unity Village. I remembered to commit the whole process to my memory. When we take a journey of that type, and we need to prepare ourselves, don't you think so? So that we can reach our destination. If you're going to go to Santa Fe, what do you got to do? You got to pack up the car with all your stuff. Maybe take along your skis so you go downhill skiing. Right? So we need to remember to prepare ourselves for all the things that we're going to do. Likewise, it's important to take time apart. We need to prepare our environment, our body, our mind, so that we can enter into this inner room. In the Lord's Prayer, it's called hallowing out a place, which means to carve out a place within our heart, within our mind, where we can feel the presence of the divine. So we need to relax the body, purposely entering into the inner room. It allows our awareness, as we allow ourselves to move in that place, it actually causes our awareness to expand. Focusing on all the wonder around us, although our eyes might be closed. Stilling the mind of all of its monkey mind chatter. Nobody does that here. Stilling our mind of all the monkey mind chatter so that we can feel and know the allness of God. I'll point out that I'm placing this focus on feeling presence of God. Why? One, because guys don't know what it means to feel. You know, we were supposed to cut off our emotional energy, just cut it off. But it's one of the most important things. We have to begin to feel that rhythm of that heartbeat, feel that presence flowing all around us, feel the energy of life. Right? So feeling is really important. Somebody told me that they weren't supposed to feel. It was actually a girl that told me that. I just said, what? We have to allow ourselves to feel our emotional energy, what's going on. And as we enter into the inner room of our soul, we're going from this outer world of the sense mind into the inner world of spirit. The inner world of this energy. It's a process of narrowing by directing our awareness through contemplative thought, using seed words, which focus on divine ideas. Every idea that you have is divine. So it allows us to focus on these divine ideas like love and peace and life and health and substance. And as we focus on and balance our breath with these words, which these affirmations of truth, God is, I am, peace, be still, I am the way, I am love, love is here now. As you learn to balance that with your breath and allow it to flow, all of a sudden it directs us into a deeper sense of awareness to be able to feel the one presence all around us. There was a little boy who was kneeling beside his bed with his mother and his grandmother, and they were saying their prayers. And he said, "Dear God, please bless Mommy and Daddy and Grandma and Grandpa and all the family, and Please give them a good night's sleep. See them healthy, whole, and well. And then he looked up and he shouted, and don't forget to give me my bicycle on my birthday. And Mama said, there's no need to shout like that. God isn't deaf. And the little boy quietly whispered to Mama, no, but Grandma is. Many people pray just like that little boy, shouting out to a God they believe is deaf, or at least isn't listening to them, saying, listening to them because they believe that they're not worthy, because they believe that they're being punished for God by some unknown reason. So they plead and they beg to the God out there sitting on that cloud. Folks, no clouds today, so God's not out there. That God out there to change God's mind and try to gain his favor. Perhaps over an adversary or opponent. Never heard any football players doing that, have we? Have you ever done that? Pleaded, begged to God to grant you some favor? After many challenges, I realized prayer doesn't work that way, and that I needed to change. So now when I pray, I feel my heart go deeper. I feel my heart go deeper and deeper until I'm entering into that inner room where all there is me and God. That's why I can't get that hymn that we sung at the beginning of the service out of my head. I actually sing it all the time. The first time I heard it was sung by my friend Ross Campbell at a retreat for the YOU. Because when I pray, I feel my heart go deeper and deeper. So often we forget that that is the most important part of prayer, is entering into the inner room and to begin to feel the one presence and one power all around us and flowing through us. Maybe we don't even know what that is because we were never taught about it or never experienced it. Sometimes we get so caught up in trying to remember a way a prayer goes, right? Anyway, want to say how the 21st song goes? We become so focused on the way a prayer is supposed to go, and then we're going to say all the right words and say them exactly the right way. You don't say creep when you mean crick. Right? That we forget or don't realize the instructions that Jesus shared. So take time to learn to enter into the inner room of your soul, and it will open the door to the spiritual homecoming that's just waiting for you. Coming home, thank God I'm coming home. A minister completed his work one evening and boarded a train and looked to the young man on the seat next to him, whom he soon realized was crying. So he said, young man, I'm a minister, and can I be of some help in some way? Maybe say a prayer for you that might help you through the challenge that you might be going through? And the young man turned to the old preacher and said, preacher, I've been roaming the countryside now for 2 years. And I left home 2 years ago on this very night. Well, I lived there. While I lived there, I gave my mother and father such terrible trouble. I even had the nerve to hit my father with my fist. So my dad said, son, you have to leave. You're breaking your mother's heart. So the other day I wrote my mom a letter to tell her I would be on this train. See, preacher, 3 weeks ago, After entering the inner room of my heart, I had this spiritual experience. So I told my mom I would be coming home to ask for her forgiveness and their understanding, so that I might know their love once again. The old preacher just looked at the young man and said, "Son, how do you know everything will be all right? How do you know you'll be welcome home?" The young man looked at the messenger from God and said, "Preacher, all of my life we have lived in a little white house that sits beside this railroad track. And in back of the home, this old house is a great big apple tree. And I told my mom, if everything is all right for me to get off the train, to have Dad go back and tie a big white rag on the tree. And I would know if it was all right for me to get off the tree. And so, preacher, I'm almost home. And I fear I've done so much damage and caused so much pain." The young man asked, "Preacher, would you look out the window and tell me if that old rag is in the tree? I can't bear to look because I want to go home and so bad, and I don't know what to do." The old preacher took an arm and wiped the window off with his sleeve and looked at him and said, "Son, you don't have nothing to worry about. That old tree is full bloom and there are white rags hanging on every branch. And standing underneath that old apple tree, I can see an old gray-headed mom and dad just waving a white flag saying, 'Come home, come home.'" That's just the way that God is. And will lovingly welcome you home whenever you choose to enter into the inner room. Perhaps you feel there is something you've done that is so bad. There's so much wrong with your life that is filled with so much turmoil, chaos, and so many challenges that there is so much going on that you don't know how you will ever overcome it, ever find the time to enter into that inner room. And Byron Katie, I asked, who would you be if you didn't have that thought? All you have to do is turn the page on all that stuff. God doesn't care what you've done. God doesn't judge you. That's what that Jesus guy said, right? The Father does not judge you, and neither shall I. The Holy Spirit, the sacred breath of all life, is waiting for you to come to your senses so that you can feel its presence. But the only way you can access His awareness is by entering into the inner room. When you do, when you choose to rise up and return home, you'll know God loves you. So often. So I invite you to take a deep breath in with me and to let it out. And to breathe in, God is. Breathe out, I am. I invite our prayer chaplains to stand and hold the sacred place in the music team to get ready to play some more amazing music. God is. I am. God is. I am. In this moment now, dear Lord, I create a sacred space within my heart, within my mind. I hollow out a place where I can feel your presence, know your life. Just to be in this moment And as I pause, I feel for you within my heartbeat. Yes, I feel for you within my heartbeat. For my heart beats as your heart beats. And your living energy flows in and through it within this moment. I feel your presence right here, right now. And as it does, it begins to flow out to fill every cell of my being. I am glowing with energy and light and wonder. I am glowing in this moment. Right here, right now. I hear you call. Come deeper, my dear one. Come deeper still in this moment. Come deeper. And feel my presence in every cell of your being. I am glowing in this moment. And the living water is the divine pour out upon me in this moment, flowing, stirring, moving in every cell of my being, washing away my every more limitation, washing away my every belief and illness of disease. I am right here, immersed within your presence. I am glowing. And I feel your core star energy surround and enfold me in this moment. I am alive with the energy of life. And I hear you call. Come deeper, my dear one. I love you. I love you. I am alive with the energy of life. I am awakening to the presence of God within me and all around me. I feel that divine presence flowing, stirring, moving within the energy of all life, and I am being lifted up. I am thankful. I am being loved, lifted up, and I am thankful, for I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am, your light, your goodness in this world. And I say thank you, dear Lord, for your breath of life that fills me in this moment. And I say amen. Amen.
In this world, in this way, I remember very clear and words flowing from me. I will see. There is only love. There is only one. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only
As we enter into this time of offering, I invite you to hold your love offering, your gift with your tithe in your hands, and to feel the creative energy of the universe flowing in and through it. We know that as we give to that which spiritually feeds us, it becomes like this energy wave that flows out into the ethers and hits the spot that brings back more wonder and goodness to us. So, the idea of entering into the inner room stirs your heart, stirs your soul. Give from that place of awareness. For the music that Janice and the music team play for you, lift your heart, lift your soul. Give from that place of awareness. That the work that we do as a spiritual community stirs within you. Give from that awareness. And see that energy, that life, that wonder flowing out and out even further, filling the ethers all around you with love and joy and peace and wonder and abundance. See it flowing out, hitting the spot that brings back all the wonders of the universe to you. And will you affirm with me? Divine love, flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am richly blessed. Thank you, God.
In this place, I remember I am. They can't very far away from me. And Lord, my eyes can see. There is only love. There is only love. Love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that sets me free. There is only love.
We're continuing to have our little plates on each side of the room, and we see and visualize them being multiplied with abundance and goodness and life and wonder. And if you'd like to leave a love offering or tithe to us, or those of you online, you can do so by going to unitychurch.org, and there's a donate button up there, and we see it being filled with many blessings. And if you'd like to send a check, that would be just as awesome. And you can write one out, yeah, for $1 million, that would be wonderful. I know you're gonna win the lotto any day now. You know that's happening. And we say thank you, God.
There is a garden where dreams come true. Beautiful garden where God's peace reigns. There is a garden where everything grows. A beautiful garden where love is found. And in this place of love, you can have anything that you dream of. There is a God who dreams come true. A beautiful God, and God is. In the space of love and love, you can have anything that you dream of. There's a God who dreams come true. A beautiful God, that God is you. Such a beautiful God, that God is you.
It's a wonderful song. I don't want to break the vibration.
Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
Thank you. thank you to all the volunteers who are so important to this ministry. We thank you for taking the opportunity to be a sacred service and allow your love to flow out to all of those who are around you in so many marvelous ways. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Today we are going to be painting masks. If anyone would like just to hang around and relax in this moment now. We have only blue paper masks, but it will be just as much fun as the last time. If you're a female and haven't attended a Unity Soul Sisters gathering lately, you're missing out on a good opportunity to share, support, and connect with like-minded sisters. Our next meeting will be Thursday, September the 24th, 4 o'clock here at the church. Dominoes. Yes, dominoes. I like this back This Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Relax, laugh, enjoy the moment. A fun afternoon of getting together and enjoying all the angels' traditions. Life of Pi. The movie next Sunday at 1:15. A 16-year-old boy's passage to new life in America aboard a freighter in a shipwreck in the Pacific Ocean, and he forms an unexpected connection with another survivor, a fearsome beagle tiger. Yes, join him on an adventure of a lifetime in this visual masterpiece. The movie has a metaphysical base and explores the soul longing to engage a belief in God, to protect, guide, and nurture us. As this young man searches his unique blending of Hinduism, Christianity, and Islam. Okay, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Oh. Would you like to try some line dancing?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Jean will be teacher.
Yay. All right.
Let's try some line dancing. A beginner's class next Tuesday, 6:30, here at the USCC.
Finally, something I can come to.
Yes.
Okay, we have an amendment to that. It won't be the 15th, it's gonna be on the 22nd.
So the 22nd, that's
That's
Tuesday
next
the 22nd.
Next Thursday,
Okay, next
22nd.
not this coming Tuesday, the next
It
Tuesday.
says 15th up there.
There you go.
Now it says 22nd.
That's 22nd.
Judy's going, what the heck?
Okay, our prayer chaplains are here to pray with you. Those who are serving today, please raise your hand. Stand.
Understand.
Stand. They would like.
And I will be, at the church.
Anybody would like to pray?
Yes, and I'm Mark. I'll be under the God's blessing.
Thank you. They would love to be able to pray with you and hold your highest intention. See the love flowing out into the field of infinite possibilities and bringing that goodness and wonder to you. They will be in the lobby and up here. So please join us. Thank you. See you at lunch.
I'm Patrick, and you are awesome.
You
Say,
are.
you are awesome. Say, I am awesome. I am awesome. I am awesome. There you go. Everybody y'all stand up, reach out to somebody, hold your hands out in the air. See that he is being with us, lots of love, light, and wonder. Let's affirm protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Where I am, God is, and all is well. And that's the truth. Yeah. I'm there. You are the spiritual me. You are the powerful me. Spiritual me. You are the spiritual me. You are the powerful me. Spiritual me. You can be anything you want to say. You can be anything you want to say. We are the powerful creators. Spiritually, we are powerful creators. We are the powerful creators. Spiritually, we create anything we want. We can create anything we
Come on, come back, get ready, come back.